Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming tonight. I just want to welcome everyone and say thank you again. We wanted to have this tonight to show appreciation for all the dedication and hard work everyone's put in to the program Operation Ceasefire. We have people that have come in after their day at work and come at night and volunteer, come to call-ins. We have people that I've called on a couple of hours' notice that have gone out and knocked on doors with me. I just look around and there are all kind of partners in the room. Just wanted to thank you. That was the reason we had this tonight. We also wanted to use this as a catapult to start off the next year strong and revive everyone and just get together and just, think about how we can make the program better and celebrate our wins and work on our losses. So we appreciate you being here tonight. We're going to talk more about that. You'll see. Hope you enjoy the food. I think it should be pretty good. And we're going to have Mr. Henry come up. He's going to speak to you for a second as well.
Good evening, everyone. So I'm here to introduce and stall for the mayor who is on her way. So if I run out of time, we're going to talk about the Ravens game yesterday. So I want to echo what Robert said and thank everyone for coming. It's been a heck of a year. As most of you know, I started this job shortly after the riots. And I came in not knowing anything, not knowing what I was going to do. I probably called Megan 1,000 times, and she always answered the phone. I came in at a very rough time for the city. And as all you know, this is not a particularly easy job. But I really believe in ceasefire because being a lifelong resident, I want to have our streets safer. And every time we lose someone, no matter what they did, I take it personally. Last year we ended with 344 murders, which was unprecedented. And, my goal was to do whatever we could do from the mayor's office to reduce those numbers. And even though I don't consider it a win yet, because we still have too many young people in Baltimore City who lost their lives. And again, I don't care what you were doing or what kind of lifestyle you live. Everyone deserves an opportunity to live and an opportunity to change, because we never know. A week later, someone who lost their life, that something might have happened and it was the catalyst for them to change. So, again, I take it very personally. But what we wanted to do today was, instead of having a call-in, really use the opportunity to thank everyone here. So there are people who are living today, who are not in prison today, who don't even know it because of ceasefire. One of the things I'm most proud of, and the young man couldn't come tonight, but there was a 19-year-old young man that Robert worked with who's now working at FedEx. We wanted him to come, but we also wanted him to keep his job, and he works 5 to 9. And again, that's a kid who, had we not come in contact with him, at 19, who knows what he would have done. But working at FedEx, he sees an opportunity to make a change in his life and to make a difference in his life. And so those are the kind of things I'm proud of. I love the fact that, after the event is over, I always say, guys, come in like lions and leave like lambs. So everybody comes in mad. I don't know why I'm here. I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. We have our conversation with them. We calm them down, and then we do our call-in, and it's amazing to see, at least with some of them, at least they're thinking differently about things. And so tonight what we want to do is come here and thank you for all the hard work that you've done. And when she comes in, I want to particularly say thank you to the mayor and the support that she's given Robert and I and the Office of Criminal Justice to make this thing happen. This is not always the most popular program. There's people out there who want to just lock everybody up and throw away the key. So a program that not only holds people accountable, but also gives them an opportunity for change is critically important. So again, I want to thank the mayor for coming. And so, 3 minutes. come in 3 minutes. And so, yes, so the Ravens won yesterday, but we're still struggling with our offense. Again, I'm pleased to present our Mayor Stephanie Rawlings-Blake, who, as I was saying earlier, without her support, Operation Ceasefire would not be the success that it is. We were just talking earlier about some of the lives that were saved through ceasefire. There's folks who don't even know that that they're still walking the streets because we intervened and prevented someone from getting hurt. So, Madam Mayor, I want to thank you. We're grateful to have you come up and say a few words for us.
Almost right.
Yeah, right.
Thanks.
So, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be with you, and thank you for coming to City Hall this evening. I want to thank you for all of the hard work that you have done to make Operation Ceasefire the success that it has become. The city of Baltimore is a better place and a safer place because of your efforts. We know that we still have a long way to go to ensure that the city is safe for all of our residents, but we also know that this is not a stagnant effort. You know, this is not something that you can put a bow on. This is work that has to be ongoing, and it has to be ongoing by people who are willing to roll up their sleeves and do the hard work, and that's who you are for our community. And I'm grateful for that. To each and every one of you who've worked tirelessly to support ceasefire, I have nothing but the most heartfelt appreciation and gratitude for your work. It takes all of us to make a difference in the lives of ceasefire participants, and I'm personally grateful for the organizations and our city agencies that work to support all of our residents through this program. Federal and state partners, along with community agencies and dedicated individuals, everyone from our faith community to our anchor institutions, you know, people have been very gracious with their time and their talent. So it is through the hard work and dedication that we've developed a new generation of community leaders who are committed to ending violence and creating opportunities in our city. So this evening is one where we celebrate our success as measured by the lives, as was said, that would have been saved, and recognize our partners who have walked us with us throughout this journey. So I'd like to recognize a few of the organizations with a citation. And do we have? I want to read one of them, and all of them have the same message, but with a different message. And this is a certificate of recognition in recognition of your contribution to the Mayor's Office of Criminal Justice Operation Ceasefire Program. Your dedication and hard work has aided in our efforts to help people make a positive life transition and reduce gun violence in Baltimore City. As Mayor and personally, I offer my commendation and gratitude for your splendid service and commitment to making Baltimore a better place to live. Thank you very much.
3, 2, 1. One more. Take a look, just to make sure. I like it. One more.
Next one is the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Corrections. Walter, would you come up? Actually, the whole team can come up. I have it.
Hold it. So slowly, we'll just a little bit. No. There we go. Thank you very much.
Of course, the Office of Public Safety is critical in that this is a department that vets the people, the participants in ceasefire, and they are the ones we follow up with to make sure that the young men and a few ladies that we work with are able to get jobs and fulfill their obligations. The next awardee, certificate recipient, is the Center for Urban Families. Mr. Moses Malone. The Center for Urban Families helps our young men and women find jobs and get rid of the obstacles that they may have.
Sir, come to the shoulder. Okay, we're looking at me. Big smiles. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
This next organization is a critical partner in what we do. These are the folks that work independently, one-on-one with the gentlemen and young ladies who are part of the ceasefire program. I'd like to present this to the Safe and Sound campaign. Antoine Colville.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go ahead on that. Thank you very much.
Again, as Antoine mentioned, one of the greatest partners we have is the Reentry Center. What the Reentry Center does, which is critical for us, is whenever we bring a young man in who needs services, they don't wait in line. They go to the top of the order with the Reentry Center. So gentlemen come in, they get job help, they get child support help, any and everything they need to be successful, they get it at the Reentry Center and they don't have to wait. So Gerald from the Reentry Center, thank you very much.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. One more. Thank you very much.
Go, Gerald. Thank you very much.
Good job.
So again, this is another critical partner that we have. At the last call-in, it was pretty emotional for me because one of the people we used as an example of someone who didn't follow the rules, who received some serious time, was a young man who I've known since he was born, who almost grew up in my house. But this person from the state's attorney's office is always there for us. He tells it like it is. After the call-in, guys can come up to him and talk about what they can do to stay out of some serious trouble. So I want to present this certificate to the state's attorney's office and Mr. Gerald Collins.
Very good. Sir, come forward to his shoulder. There we go. Ready? At me, please. 3, 2, 1. This is not a funeral. Smile, please. Thank you very much.
These attorney guys don't like to smile. So one of the things we do are home visits. We call them custom notifications. And that is where we go out into the communities, and we actually go door to door to some of the ceasefire participants who perhaps are not on parole and probation, or if there's been an incident in the community and we're asked to go in there to sort of help calm things down, talk to people who we know may have been involved in things in the past. We go out as a unit. We go out with the police department, Robert goes, I go sometimes, but a critical partner is the community. And so usually the first person through that door is our community liaison. And one of the folks who went out with us very recently, who's learning the ropes, but really went in with a sort of fearlessness, but also some compassion that got people open the door. That is Pastor Smith, who went with us on our custom notifications. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Here you go, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Oh, sorry. So again, this is another partner that we have. You know, again, during the call-in, we have some very serious conversations with these young men. And one of the things that always brings it home is when we have an actual victim, someone who can stand up and say that I lost someone dear to me, and this is what it feels like. This is the impact that it's had on me and my family and the community I live in. So whenever I pick up the phone and say we have a call-in, Ms. Daphne Alston always answers the phone and is there for us all the time. So I want to give the certificate to moms of murdered sons and daughters.
3, 2, 1. Good. Thank you very much.
So this person didn't want to get something, but that's too bad. So again, it takes a lot to put on the call-ins. There's a lot of work. We start with about 60, 70 names, and then we drop it down to a manageable number. And again, in my office, whenever I call for help, there's a couple of people who always say, I'm ready. No matter what they're doing, they make sure that they're there. And this person does something which sounds small, but it's really, really critical. The PowerPoint presentation we do is extremely important because it really speaks to these young men about the great things that can happen, but also the consequences. And again, I'm very proud of my staff. Whenever I say, please help, there's one hand that always goes up first, and that's Stephanie Seward. Who's a newlywed as well. Stephanie just got married.
Thank you.
So Pastor DeWitt, who speaks at every call-in, just about, was not able to make it today. So I called him to let him know that Robert and I will personally come. I don't think we're ready to do that, but personally come and deliver a certificate to him. Again, he's someone, whenever I make a phone call and say we need help, Pastor DeWitt is always there. So again, I want to thank everyone for participating in this. The one group that I want to make sure gets some recognition is the Baltimore City Police Department. You guys are always there for us. You guys always answer the call. You give us that support. We have a great relationship with Joe, and we have Major Briscoe is here and Tim Devine is here. It's been great. I love working with you all, and you really are the backbone of Ceasefire. Aaron is here, who is our stats guy, who really is great with those numbers because I am horrible with that stuff. So again, thank you, Baltimore Police Department, for all your support, and we're hoping for the best for next year. But thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Mayor, for coming. Thank all of you. Enjoy some music and enjoy some food.
So where's our certificate?
Thank you.